Before we begin, listen carefully, because this message is not for everyone. It's for the chosen ones. Have you noticed that something in your life is beginning to shift? Doors that were once closed are slowly opening. Opportunities are appearing in unexpected places. Financial breakthroughs that once felt impossible are now moving closer to you. But here is the truth most people never learn. When blessings begin to arrive, silence becomes your greatest protection. Chosen one, money coming into your life is not just about luck or coincidence. It is the result of the battles you fought in silence, the patience you developed during hard seasons, and the wisdom you gained when nobody was watching. But with every blessing comes a test. Not everyone celebrating with you truly wants to see you win. That is why wisdom is required. When abundance arrives, you don't need to announce it to the world. Move with quiet confidence. Protect your energy. Protect your plans. Protect your next level. But before we go deeper into this powerful message, take a moment to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with someone who needs encouragement today. On this channel, we guide chosen ones through their journey of awareness, growth, and purpose. Now, let's uncover the wisdom behind staying quiet when money comes your way. Silence protects your blessings. When financial breakthroughs begin to appear in your life, the natural human instinct is to share the excitement. You want to tell friends, update people on your progress, and celebrate the moment out loud. After all, you worked hard for it. But chosen ones understand a deeper truth. Not every ear is meant to hear your good news, and not every heart can handle your growth. Silence is not weakness, it is wisdom. The moment you begin to experience financial elevation, you also attract attention, some of it supportive, but some of it filled with envy, doubt, or hidden competition. Many people don't even realize the subtle energy they release when they hear about someone else's progress. Their skepticism, jealousy, or negative expectations can create unnecessary distractions around your journey. Think about how nature works. A seed is placed deep in the soil where no one can see it. In that quiet darkness, it develops roots, gathers strength, and prepares for the moment it will break through the surface. If the seed were constantly exposed before it was ready, it could easily be damaged before it ever had the chance to grow. Your blessings work in a similar way. There are seasons in life where progress must happen quietly. When money starts flowing into your life, it is often a sign that new responsibilities, opportunities, and challenges are also approaching. Silence allows you the space to think clearly, make wise financial decisions, and strengthen the foundation of what you are building. Chosen ones do not rush to announce every victory. Instead, they move with calm confidence, understanding that true success does not need constant validation. Let the results speak when the time is right. Protect your progress. Guard your plans. And remember, sometimes the most powerful moves in life are made in complete silence. Not everyone celebrates your success. One of the most difficult lessons many people learn on the path to success is realizing that not everyone who smiles with you is truly happy for you. When you begin to rise, especially financially, you may expect the people around you to celebrate your progress. After all, they witnessed your struggles, your sacrifices, and the hard work it took to reach that point. But the reality is often more complicated than we imagine. Success has a strange way of revealing hidden emotions in people. For some individuals, your growth becomes a reminder of what they feel they have not achieved. Instead of feeling inspired, they may quietly compare their lives to yours. This comparison can create feelings of jealousy, discomfort, or resentment, even if they never openly admit it. Outwardly, they may congratulate you, but inwardly they may struggle with emotions they don't fully understand. This is why chosen ones learn the value of silence. When you stop announcing every success or financial improvement, you create space to observe people more clearly. You begin to notice who genuinely supports you and who becomes distant, critical, or strangely curious about your progress. Silence becomes a filter that reveals true intentions without confrontation. Some people will celebrate your growth because they truly care about your well-being. They are happy to see you succeed because your journey inspires them. These are the people worth keeping close. Others, however, may react differently. They might downplay your achievements, question your decisions, or subtly compete with you. Their reactions are not always obvious, but over time they become noticeable. Chosen ones understand that success is not only about gaining wealth or opportunities, it is also about gaining clarity about the people around you. When you move quietly, you allow others to reveal their true character naturally. And once you see that truth clearly, you gain the wisdom to protect your energy, your peace, and your progress. Money has a powerful way of changing how people perceive you. The moment financial success begins to show in your life, the energy around you often shifts. People who once overlooked you may suddenly start paying close attention. Old acquaintances may reappear, distant friends may become unusually interested in your life, and strangers may begin treating you differently. Wealth has a magnetic effect. It naturally draws attention, but attention is not always positive. Some people will genuinely celebrate your progress and feel inspired by your growth. These are the individuals who supported you when you were still building, when your dreams looked uncertain and your path was unclear. Their joy for you comes from a place of sincerity. However, there are also those who become interested for different reasons. When money enters the picture, some people see opportunity rather than friendship. They may want financial help, access to your resources, or a share in the success they did not help create. Others may quietly analyze your life, comparing their situation to yours, which can lead to subtle resentment or competition. This is why silence becomes a powerful strategy. When you move quietly, you reduce unnecessary pressure and distractions. You give yourself the freedom to grow, invest, and make decisions without constant opinions or expectations from others. Not everyone needs to know what you are building, how much you are earning, or what your next move will be. Chosen ones understand that true wealth is built with patience and strategy, not constant announcements. By protecting your progress and staying focused on your long-term vision, you create space for your success to expand without interference. Remember, attention can be both a blessing and a burden. The wisest path is to move with humility, keep your plans close, and allow your results to speak for themselves when the time is right. Quiet growth builds true stability. In a world where many people feel pressured to display success, chosen ones understand a deeper principle. Real wealth is built quietly. Social media and modern culture often encourage people to showcase every achievement, every purchase, and every milestone. But what appears impressive on the outside is not always stable beneath the surface. Loud success can sometimes be temporary. It focuses on appearances rather than foundations. Many people rush to display wealth before they have truly secured it, spending more energy on looking successful than on actually building lasting financial security. As a result, their progress becomes fragile, easily shaken by unexpected challenges. Chosen ones move differently. They understand that true stability comes from patience, discipline, and long-term thinking. Instead of announcing every win, they focus on strengthening the systems behind their success. They save wisely, invest carefully, and make decisions that protect their future rather than impressing others in the present. Quiet growth allows you to think clearly and move strategically. Without the pressure of public expectations, you can learn from mistakes, adjust your plans, and continue improving without unnecessary scrutiny. Every step becomes part of a solid foundation rather than a performance for others to see. Think of a skyscraper. The taller the building, the deeper and stronger the foundation must be. Much of that foundation exists underground, unseen by the world. Yet it is the most important part of the entire structure. Your financial life works the same way. The strongest success is often the one that grows silently, while the foundation becomes stronger every day. Chosen ones do not rush to prove their success to the world. They focus on building something that lasts for years, not something that only looks impressive for a moment. In the end, quiet growth creates the kind of stability that no temporary applause can replace. Wisdom is more valuable than money. Many people spend their entire lives chasing money, believing that once they finally obtain it, all their problems will disappear. But history and experience reveal a powerful truth: money without wisdom rarely lasts. Wealth alone does not guarantee stability, peace, or long-term success. In fact, countless people have gained large amounts of money only to lose it just as quickly because they lacked the understanding needed to manage it. Chosen ones recognize that money is simply a tool. It can create opportunities, open doors, and improve your quality of life, but only if it is guided by wisdom. Without discipline, patience, and clear thinking, financial success can easily turn into financial chaos. This is why staying quiet when money enters your life is so important. Silence creates space for reflection. Instead of being distracted by praise, expectations, or outside opinions, you gain the ability to observe, learn, and think carefully about every decision. You begin to ask deeper questions. How can this money grow? How can it be protected? How can it serve a purpose beyond temporary pleasure? Wisdom also keeps you humble. When people loudly display wealth, it can sometimes feed the ego and create the illusion of invincibility. But humility reminds you that wealth must be managed with responsibility and foresight. It encourages you to study, seek knowledge, and make choices that secure your future rather than simply satisfying the present moment. True success is not measured by how much money you receive, but by how wisely you use what you have been given. Chosen ones understand that wisdom is the real treasure. Money may come and go throughout life, but a wise mind knows how to rebuild, reinvest, and rise again. And that kind of power is far more valuable than money alone. Privacy protects your peace. One of the hidden challenges of financial success is the expectations that often come with it. The moment people begin to believe that you have money, their perception of you can change. Friends, relatives, and even distant acquaintances may start looking at you as a source of help, support, or opportunity. While helping others can be a beautiful and meaningful act, constant expectations can quickly turn into emotional pressure. Chosen ones understand that protecting their privacy is essential for protecting their peace. When your financial life becomes widely known, people may begin forming silent assumptions about what you should do with your money. Some may expect financial assistance during every difficulty. Others may believe you are responsible for solving problems that are not yours to carry. Over time, these expectations can create stress, guilt, and complicated relationships. Privacy creates healthy boundaries. When fewer people know the details of your financial situation, you gain the freedom to make decisions based on wisdom rather than pressure. You can choose when to help, how to help, and who to help without feeling obligated to satisfy everyone's expectations. Your choices remain intentional rather than reactive. Privacy also protects your emotional well-being. Money should bring stability and opportunity, not constant anxiety about how others might respond to your success. By keeping your finances personal, you maintain control over your resources and prevent unnecessary conflicts that can arise when people feel entitled to what you have built. Chosen ones recognize that peace of mind is one of the most valuable forms of wealth. Without it, even great financial success can feel overwhelming. So when blessings begin to increase, move wisely. Protect your privacy, establish healthy boundaries, and remember that not every detail of your life needs to be shared for your success to be real. Sometimes the quietest lives hold the greatest peace. The strongest moves are made in silence. In a world where people are encouraged to broadcast every achievement, the most powerful progress often happens quietly. Many of the most successful individuals understand a simple but profound principle. Real power does not always make noise. Instead of announcing every step of their journey, they focus on building, planning, and strengthening their position behind the scenes. Chosen ones move with strategy, not with constant attention. When people feel the need to share every move, they often invite unnecessary opinions, criticism, and distractions. Everyone suddenly has advice, expectations, or doubts about what you should do next. This noise can cloud your judgment and slow your progress. But when you operate quietly, you create a space where your ideas can develop without interference. Silence also allows you to surprise the world. Think about the individuals who suddenly appear successful overnight. What most people fail to see is that their success was not sudden at all. It was the result of years of quiet preparation, late nights of learning, careful investments, thoughtful planning, and disciplined decisions made far away from public attention. By the time others begin to notice their progress, the foundation is already strong and difficult to shake. Moving in silence also strengthens your focus. Without the need for validation or applause, your energy remains directed toward growth rather than approval. You measure progress by results, not by reactions. Chosen ones understand that the loudest announcements are often unnecessary. When your work is consistent and your vision is clear, your success will eventually become visible on its own. In the end, the strongest moves are not the ones everyone hears about immediately. They are the ones made quietly, patiently, and wisely until the moment arrives when the results speak louder than any words ever could. Humility keeps you grounded. When money begins to enter your life, one of the greatest tests you will face is not financial, it is the test of character. Wealth has a subtle way of influencing the mind. If you are not careful, it can slowly feed the ego and create the illusion that success makes you superior to others. But chosen ones understand a powerful truth. Money can elevate your lifestyle, but it should never elevate your ego. Humility is what keeps you grounded when your circumstances begin to rise. People who lose themselves in pride often begin to make reckless decisions. They stop listening, stop learning, and start believing that their success makes them untouchable. This mindset can quietly destroy the very foundation that created their success in the first place. When ego takes control, wisdom often disappears, but humility protects your clarity. When you remain humble, you remember the journey that brought you to where you are today, the struggles, the lessons, the sacrifices, and the people who helped you along the way. This awareness keeps your mind balanced. It reminds you that success is not something to boast about, but something to manage wisely. Humility also keeps you open to growth. No matter how much money you earn, there will always be more to learn, new strategies to understand, and better ways to handle your resources. A humble mind stays curious and thoughtful, which leads to better long-term decisions. Chosen ones know that true strength is not shown through arrogance but through quiet confidence. They allow their character to remain steady regardless of how much their circumstances improve. At the end of the day, wealth may change your surroundings, but humility ensures that your values remain the same. And when your values stay strong, your success becomes far more sustainable and meaningful. Observing people reveals their true character. One of the most powerful advantages of silence is the ability to observe people more clearly. When you stop sharing every detail about your life, especially your financial progress, you begin to see how people truly behave around you. Without constant information about your success, their words, reactions, and intentions become much easier to understand. Chosen ones learn that observation is a form of wisdom. When people know very little about your financial situation, their behavior becomes more authentic. Some individuals will respect your privacy and never pressure you for personal information. These are often the people who value you for who you are rather than what you have. They support your journey without needing to know every detail. But silence can also reveal the opposite. There are those who become curious in ways that feel intrusive. They may ask repeated questions about your income, your business, or how much money you are making. Some may even try to compare their lives to yours, measuring your progress against their own expectations. These behaviors can quietly expose motives that were not obvious before. By staying quiet, you allow people to show their character naturally. Observation helps you understand who respects your boundaries, who genuinely celebrates your growth, and who might be more interested in your resources than your well-being. This awareness allows you to protect your energy and keep the right people close to you. Chosen ones understand that your inner circle plays a powerful role in shaping your future. The people around you influence your mindset, your peace, and even your decisions. That is why discernment is so important. Silence becomes more than just protection for your finances. It becomes a mirror that reveals the truth about the people around you. And once you see that truth clearly, you gain the wisdom to choose your circle carefully. True wealth is more than money. In a world that constantly measures success by numbers, possessions, and status, it is easy to believe that money is the ultimate goal. Many people spend years chasing financial gain, convinced that once they reach a certain level of wealth, they will finally feel fulfilled. But chosen ones eventually discover a deeper truth. Money alone is not true wealth. Real wealth goes far beyond the balance in a bank account. It is found in peace of mind, the ability to sleep at night without stress or fear. It is found in wisdom, the understanding that guides you to make thoughtful decisions in both good times and difficult seasons. It is found in strong values that keep you grounded no matter how much your circumstances improve. True wealth is also reflected in the relationships you build. Having people around you who respect, support, and genuinely care about your well-being is far more valuable than temporary admiration based on money. When your relationships are built on sincerity rather than financial benefit, they become a source of strength rather than pressure. This is why staying quiet when money enters your life is so important. Silence reminds you that your identity is not defined by wealth. It allows you to stay connected to your purpose, your character, and the deeper meaning behind your journey. Instead of allowing money to control your mindset, you remain focused on becoming a wiser, stronger, and more balanced person. Chosen ones understand that money is simply a tool. It can enhance life, create opportunities, and provide comfort, but it should never replace the qualities that truly define a meaningful life. At the end of the day, the richest life is not the one with the most money, but the one filled with purpose, wisdom, peace, and genuine connection. As you reflect on these truths, remember this: not every blessing in your life needs an announcement. Some of the greatest transformations happen quietly, away from the noise and expectations of the world. When money begins to flow into your life, it is not just a reward, it is a responsibility. It is a test of your wisdom, your character, and your ability to stay grounded while your circumstances rise. Chosen one, your journey was never meant to be ordinary. The struggles you faced built your strength. The silent battles shaped your mindset, and the lessons you learned prepared you for the season you are entering now. But the real power is not just in receiving wealth, it is in knowing how to handle it with wisdom, humility, and purpose. Move carefully, protect your peace, guard your vision, and remember, the strongest moves in life are often made in silence. If this message spoke to you, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who may need this encouragement today. This channel is here to guide chosen ones through their journey of awareness, growth, and purpose. Your path is unfolding exactly as it should. Stay wise, stay focused, and most importantly, keep moving forward.